This is too good.
Too short.
And welcome back to Jeff Koinange live at the Villa Rosa Kempinski on this Inspiration Thursday. The doyen of fashion herself, the woman of many firsts. Remember this name, Orie Rogo Manduli. She's been around the block a couple of times in a good way. And look at her now. Look at her now.
Stole nothing.
You
Stole nothing.
come on, how do we know that?
Nobody.
We don't know that.
You do. If you go check, clean. That's why she's Naliaka. That's why she's Chebosis. That's why she's Mama Safi. That's why she's Tausi.
And you have no apologies, right?
I have no apology.
But when you look at these people, when you read the headlines every day and you say this much stolen, a billion stolen here, another couple of billion here, what goes through your mind as a Kenyan, as a woman?
What goes through my mind is that Kenya is breaking apart. Something has happened here. We used to, those who stole a bit, now they don't steal a bit, they steal it all.
They steal everything.
And women used not to steal at all. Women have joined them now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you remember in the show last time, I told one lady, and I'm not mentioning, I said, be careful in your ministry. Don't steal anything. If you want it, buy it. You have what it takes to buy it. They didn't. You saw what happened.
Yeah, we saw what happened.
But they don't, I think there are some things that are worth aping from men. But I don't think stealing is one of them.
Yeah.
And I think women are on a higher pedestal, and they should stay there on that high pedestal.
Tweets coming in very thick, very fast. I'll read a couple of them very shortly. The Twitter handles are at Orie Rogo, at Koinange Jeff, the hashtag Manduli. I just saw someone, I was trying to locate who wrote that tweet. They said, you interviewed the Emperor Haile Selassie?
Yes, I did. On KBC.
VOK.
On VOK, it was the only station then. And I was straight from school, and I had this huge, big, larger-than-life figure, Haile Selassie, to interview. On Mamboleo, it was awesome.
On Mamboleo?
On Mamboleo.
Why did they pick you?
Because I was anchoring Mamboleo. Yeah. I was anchoring Mamboleo, and Haile Selassie was in town. He gave me a huge, big gold cross, which I keep to this day.
You still have it? What was he like?
And, oh,
what
he
was Haile Selassie?
Oh, he was. I mean, when I was told I was going to interview, I was, you know,
shaking.
Only to find the perfect gentleman. Jeff, he was more perfect than you are.
Come on.
Hey, yeah, perfect. So humble.
Really?
So gentle.
Really?
So fatherly.
Did he speak English?
Yes, he did. Very well. I interviewed him in English, not Amharic.
Okay.
So perfect.
Yeah. Who else did you interview?
So unassuming.
Who else did you interview then?
Oh, all sorts of stars. Most of the Hollywood stars I have.
Come on.
And you know, Gina Lollobrigida of Italy.
What?
007.
Which
the
one?
Lot.
Sean Connery or Roger Moore, one of them?
The Lot.
Well, you go, girl.
I even interviewed, BBC took me to Zambia before Zimbabwe got independent.
Yes.
And I interviewed Nkomo. You know, the British and the Americans believed it was going to be Nkomo for president.
Right.
They were shocked when he became this guy.
Yes.
They were shocked.
This guy.
This guy was not going away. This guy was not going anywhere.
Yeah.
He was not supposed to be president. He was supposed to be Nkomo.
Wow.
According to the British and the Americans.
Wow.
The BBC took me to interview Nkomo. At that time, Nkomo had a bigger army and a bigger bank account than the government of Zambia. and he'd have made a better president, I believe. He was more. Now, this one,
Go on, say what you say. It's on your mind. Say it. Say it.
I hope being a grandfather the other day softened him up. But
At 96.
he should. I mean, I was NGO council chair for 5 years. I could have gone on because I was the best chair that NGO council has ever had. But I stepped out for somebody else to try their hand. I mean, at that age, what is he contributing? Hakuna.
Zero.
And then he tells us they want to put grace there to succeed him.
Imagine.
Zimbabweans must be completely daft. Wake up, Zimbabweans.
President Jomo Kenyatta. Did you ever interview him?
Not yet.
What do you mean not yet? What are you going to interview him in heaven or what?
Not yet. I will. Not yet.
Jomo, not the dad.
Oh, the president.
Yeah, the dad.
The papa. No, I interviewed Kibaki. Oh yeah, I interviewed Kibaki.
Oh, was he like a minister then?
Oh yeah, he was wonderful. Very, very. You know, he stayed constant. He stayed constant.
Yeah.
I interviewed him on KBC, and even I found my interview with him in Denmark, Copenhagen. I found it plastered everywhere in Copenhagen. Somebody had better plaster that now here.
Okay, switch gears. This weekend or tomorrow, KCB Safari Rally starting. You know, this whole thing that used to happen during Easter was a big deal, wasn't it? With Sheikh Ahmed, Jokinda Singh, and you know, all those other stuff.
And Tate.
Yes. And Orie Rogo.
Orie Rogo. And Silvio Mino.
And the other day somebody called me, you know, Prim and Powder Choda, you know the Choda?
Yes, Prem
and
Wonder. They came to visit me in Kitale, the couple.
They're still alive.
Couple. They helped me to get my car together. Wonderful people. The Choda brothers.
Yeah.
They helped me.
And the husband and wife team.
Husband and wife team. Wonderful people. We need to get together.
We do.
I hope we can meet tomorrow at the start.
Maybe you should. I'm sure they'll be there.
I'll show up.
What was it like being in the rally then?
It was awesome.
What kind of car do you have?
Colt Galant.
Colt
Mitsubishi Colt Galant. KPU 200. That was the registration.
KPU 200.
My, oh my.
Did you finish?
We nearly did.
Okay.
But we worked with, they worked hard.
Yeah.
And Mashariki Motors, the old Popat was wonderful. He helped us import in the car. It arrived the day before the rally, and we had to break it in. The night before, it was tough. But we were tough. Sylvia and I were. I miss her.
Yeah.
I miss Mamu Mino. I miss Silvio Mino. I miss her. Yeah. She had spirit. She had spirit. And I needed somebody with spirit, because there's only somebody with spirit.
So you say you'd like to take part in this rally, or just to be there at the start or finish?
No, I'll be there at the start and finish.
Yeah.
Why would I want to exert myself when I already set the trend? Let the girls now follow.
I hear you.
Yeah, I've done it. Let them take it up.
You don't want to be a Mugabe, right?
I don't want to be a Mugabe.
Yeah.
I'm Mugabe's.
Yes. The vocabulary is extending as we speak. Let's fast forward. 2004, Boma's draft. What was the scene, the mood like in Boma's? Because what we read, what we saw, it was like a big, huge mess.
It wasn't. It was a very structured, well-structured, well-intentioned. The members all worked very hard. We were in different tents.
Yeah, but you didn't get anything at the end of it.
Oh, we did.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, this Katiba they're working on now was our Katiba.
It was the bastardized version.
In Naivasha. They went to Naivasha, drank too much tea and ate too much rice, and they were in a hurry to just get something out, and then they messed up. And I think all the leaders of this country today are they are mourning. They are in mourning, because that was the best Katiba. Boma's Katiba was the best.
Was it?
It had division of power, as we wanted it. Division of power. We had the president and his deputy. We had the prime minister and the deputy. And roles properly and completely well defined. It will make up for a lot of, it save us from a lot of the headache we have today. And I don't know why last minute they dropped, they dropped that position, thinking that Raila wanted it and that would stay with Raila. Now the prime minister's position was for anybody, for grabs. You would have taken it, Jeff, I'd have taken it, it was for anybody. It was for the country, it was not for an individual. And some small chicken-brained politicians went there.
And removed it.
And removed it, thinking they're being vindictive. And I'm sure today they'd weep, they'd give their hearts, they'd give their soul to get
just
it back.
To get that back, right?
That was the best. It was well considered. We sat there. The representation was wonderful. We worked very hard. We were dedicated. The Katiba, I think the Boma's Katiba was the best. And we had a wonderful chairman, Yashpal guy. Wonderful chairman. Yeah. He reminded me of Haile Selassie. Very humble, yet very exalted.
Yeah.
Hardworking and all. And we had a very good administrator. We had CEO. We had PLO.
PLO Lumumba. He's the man.
He's the man.
Brilliant.
Absolutely.
He would make a great Chief Justice, don't you think?
He would, I think so.
Huh?
And we shouldn't waste any time, just suggest him and see how we can push him in. And why not? Because he would make, and with his experience at
EACC?
yeah.
Before he was kicked out, he vowed to clean that place up, remember?
They had to. They had to drive him out because...
Cartels. Mafia.
But let's get him in as the Chief Justice now. I think he'd do a good job.
You think so? What about Njoki Ndongo? She wants to maybe be CJ?
I don't think she has the experience.
Come on, you talk about firsts for women.
Yeah, but
why not
she doesn't have the experience. She doesn't have the experience. Much as I like her,
yeah,
and much as we are friends,
yeah,
she doesn't have the experience.
What about Betty Murungi? Orengo's wife, you know.
I know Betty. I feel on the job, who has had more experience, I think. Betty could do it. Betty has practiced. She has had a long time practice.
It'll be interesting. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting. Yeah. But I think...
Yeah, but Gitu also wants that job, you know that? Attorney General.
Gitu should just retire.
The prof should go home?
As Attorney General, I've not been impressed. He did us and muddles. We don't want anybody there dithering and muddling. No. No, I believe there are some good brains there that could. And of course I'm for women. You know, I've always fought women's fights.
Yeah.
And I like a woman there.
Yeah.
I would. If we find the right woman, why not? Now, if age wasn't the barrier, Kalpana would have been perfect.
No, come on, she's over the age.
But age is the barrier, and we cannot have a constitution where it is practiced on some people and some special people don't.
It cannot be selective.
Because if it is selective, then tomorrow we're going to have problems. You're gonna open a can of worms.
Yeah.
Everybody will say, I was employed before.
Okay, looking ahead, 2017, which is literally a year away, if the Supreme Court is in such a mess, IEBC is in a shambles, what are we looking toward? What are we hurtling towards?
An abyss? An abyss created by men? Maybe you should have a few more women at the top.
Yeah, but you people aren't running for office. Well, Waiguru is, but you know, you're not.
No. Waiguru is running for where? Kirinyaga or where?
She said the county of Nairobi, county number 47.
We'll kick her out so fast. Tell her not even to bother. But if she wants to give people some of that stolen money to eat, that's okay. They'll eat. They're hungry. But she's getting nowhere.
Yeah. But doesn't the...
I mean, you don't do horrible things, run a country down, and then they give politics a bad name.
But, you know, this is the order of the day
Yeah,
here.
but that's wrong. We want good people. Time has come when we want good people
But
in politics.
who's being prosecuted? Who's going to be... Nobody's been jailed or prosecuted for stealing?
Let Waiguru talk. Waiguru knows the people she stole with. Why is she?
There are others who have stolen before Waiguru. And she claims she was a whistleblower.
She claims she was a what? She's connected with this hairdresser, isn't she? Somehow.
She denied her. She's never seen her before in her life.
Tell that to a baby born yesterday. But there's more than just Waiguru connected with this hairdresser. And you know, we are glorifying this hairdresser. Shall we go on to more important issues?
Yes. Let's do that. The budget released last night was very harsh on women.
Extremely.
Yes.
And poor people, kerosene.
Oh, kerosene.
Should have never.
Yeah. And
that's what they use for reading, for lighting their homes, for cooking even.
Yeah.
In Eastern, most of the people use kerosene to cook. I was shocked that somebody was insensitive enough to put up. I don't mind about cosmetics and all that, but not kerosene.
And then fuel prices up for road maintenance.
Which means everything is up.
What roads?
Once fuel.
What roads?
What? Don't talk to me about roads. We don't have any Transwire. There's never been any.
Come on.
Never been road. Never been.
How do you take your maize to the market?
We don't. We are ambushed by middlemen who will, who will raise the bad road and they buy it at their price because we can't take to the market.
Who's your governor?
Haimba.
Did you vote for him?
How would I vote for such a man? How would I? This man was not even present in Tanzania. He came from Uganda, out of nowhere. He came from Uganda, and because of tribalism, he was imposed on us.
Come on.
Yeah, absolutely. He was never a politician. He was never in Tanzania. He's not a Tanzanian. He's more of a Ugandan than a Tanzanian. Yeah, he doesn't care for us.
You get what you vote for.
Tanzania today is more backward than it ever has been. Even West Pokot is better than Tanzania today.
Come on.
Even West Pokot is more advanced than Tanzania. It's a mess.
And yet we're paying more
I
now.
nearly died there. There are no medical services. Nearly died there. I was being fed on wrong. I was brought here on deathbed because of being given wrong drugs. I weep for the people of Tanzania because I don't know how they're going to afford it. Not everybody can run here and get healed. I ran here, but they can't all. They can't. Some of them have never been to Nairobi and will never be. But they're stuck in Tanzania.
And yet,
no medical services. Not.
And yet we keep voting these people in.
Yes.
We have devolution.
Yeah, because
money's trickled down.
when the time comes, they'll speak their languages and they'll be in the majority and they'll go in. They just have to speak. You can campaign all day, do everything right. Last minute they come in the night before, speak their language, and they're in.
Yeah, and they turn around and call
And
you.
that is human. You are the tribalists.
It's us.
It's human.
Jaluo Jeuri. I
We
don't know who
women
calls you
are
that.
not tribalists. Call me JJ if you like, but I've been married to.
But
I-
you women
I
are
was
your
married, I was
own
with-
worst enemy.
No, they are not.
Yes, you are.
You tell them they are not. You don't empower them. You tell them what to do. You tell them you divorce them if they vote in or yeah. And they don't want to be homeless. You literally stand behind their backs when they vote.
Yeah.
That's the person I want.
So what's the future? Is there hope
There's
there?
nothing.
Is there hope?
Hope there is with Clinton, with Hillary.
Hillary, what? Is she coming to help you people in Tanzania?
Yeah, she's not. But the women of Kenya will realize that if the great U.S. can't let a woman get that far, because she's gotten there.
Yeah.
She's gotten there. And Obama gave her a chance to be, you know,
Can you imagine? Who
to
would
be
have
the foremost minister in his cabinet.
Secretary of State.
Secretary of State.
Yeah.
That's the highest. She was next to the president.
Yeah.
Even more exalted than the vice president. Obama gave her the chance.
That's right.
Let her mama come back here and teach us a few things.
In Kogelo.
Akimaliza.
Akujaba.
Akimaliza. If she can install Hillary there,
Yes.
let him come there and help us also install a woman. We had women who could have done that, but they didn't have the chance.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wangari Maathai.
Wangari Maathai could have done it. She was not given the chance.
Yeah.
Now there are quite a lot of women lined up who could. Let Obama come here and help us get there. Because I think this is going to break the impasse. I think Hillary ascendancy will break the impasse.
She's broken that glass ceiling. Shattered it.
Whether she backs it or not.
Yeah.
And she's making it.
She will.
If it means she's making, because I don't see competition there. She can call herself the president for all I care. That other thing there. That unpredictable male. But you males are funny. I won't be surprised if you try and push that. You know, you are very funny. You are not only funny in Kenya, you're funny even out there.
We're going to take a break, come back. But before we take a break, someone wants to ask a very important question. Kivinji Mwirigi, he wants to know, Jumbo Jeff, ask Manduli how she manages to use a public toilet with that type of outfit.
Tell Kidinji,
Yes.
I'm very smart fashion-wise.
Yes.
I make sure the right places are wide enough.
That's your answer, my brother. You asked, you get an answer. Keep tweeting.
The right places.
The right places, huh? I'm not even gonna go there. At Orie Rogo, at Koinange Jeff, the hashtag Manduli. Wow! You know, I haven't used this yet. It is time.
Mugabe, out.
Jeff Koinange live at the Villa Rosa Kempinski. We just lost our fire extinguisher.
Yeah.
We'll be back in a moment.
In a short moment.
In a short moment.